To make sure that no one is misled by this information. First of all, my name is Maurice Jefferson Scott, Sr. And if you're going to do research on a Maurice Scott, make sure that your research.
Maurice Scott's Sid Chi was just unveiled, and Kimmi's clapback was as cold as a winter wind. I promise you won't want to miss this tea. We're discussing secret meetings, questionable social media posts, and Kimmi's startling reaction that left everyone speechless. The drama surrounding love and marriage in Huntsville is more intense than ever.
There's a lot that you guys didn't see. However, in the moment that I acted, I was acting to protect the situation, protect my brother.
Although Maurice Scott has always discussed his career and personal growth, some fans started to criticize him when his long business trips and numerous late-night meetings became the norm. Being busy and booked is one thing, but Maurice seemed unreachable, and there were whispers that he was avoiding interviews and relationship queries that probed too much into his private life. Kimmi was undoubtedly giving off an odd feeling, and social media can be messy at times. Fans began to question whether there were problems in paradise after she shared these alleged remarks about self-love, betrayal, and putting herself first. In the meantime, Maurice was out here complimenting Kimmi and double-tapping the pages of his marriage to her without really talking about their relationship status. Models on Instagram, not ostentatious, but certainly enough to make a statement. When your wife writes about commitment and respect, why are you out there promoting thirst traps when reality TV viewers are, let's face it, messy detectives with page deeds? Soon, people started to piece things together, with Kimmi's tweets and Maurice's social media suggesting more profound issues. Even though the actions weren't beneficial, everything proceeded from being suspicious to being utterly chaotic when it was discovered that the purported side chick was actually a fitness influencer who was well known for her dramatic skills and body flexing when a familiar face started to emerge. Fans observed that she would show up in locations where Maurice was on business trips, so it wasn't only her toned abs that attracted attention. She was all about the fit life, posting training regimens, motivational messages, and the occasional thirst trap. Maurice began writing comments like, "I love a man who handles business with a little wink," as his odd travel patterns seemed to correlate too closely with the locations of your gym selfies. The images had the truth, but they were cleverly crafted, hazy, and just enough to catch her eye. Emoji fans were quickly pointing her out in her comments and questioning whether Maurice was her business handling man, so they didn't need a detective license to read between the lines. Pictures of Maurice and the woman in a hotel appeared while people were talking. Nothing appeared amiss at first, but individuals began zooming in because of something that seemed to be wrong with the shadows and reflections. Fans began making connections at that point. A particular image, taken from the woman's Instagram story, featured a man's hand with tattoos that were precisely the same as Maurice's.
Saying that this is all the reason, but True T has really done an amazing thing for Miss Black Titanic, and I appreciate that. And it's always good to see creators supporting other creators. But child, y'all go over there and listen to this, because this right here is the clown of the year, baby.
Maurice was attempting to laugh it off on Instagram Live when the cheating rumors started to circulate. His words were, "People constantly try to tear a good man down and brush it off like it was just haters trying to see him fail," while he was beaming. Maurice, as you can see, had no intention of confessing anything, but the internet didn't believe him. He came across as being too casual about it, almost indifferent, but the issue is that trying to be too cool can occasionally backfire, and people weren't having it. Many believed that he was attempting to blame everyone else for the real issue. Maurice was even receiving the side eye from some of his supporters who said, for instance, if the charges are so untrue, why not shut it down right away rather than avoiding them? Since supporters were aware that something fishy was going on and weren't buying the whole thing, they just wanted to see me fail. Maurice was in full-on damage control at this point, but it was too late. To point out discrepancies, Some even looked more closely at his earlier interviews and social media posts. Narrative, and the more Maurice tried to defend himself without directly disparaging the affair, the more guilty he came off as he worked to enhance his reputation. Kimmi unfollowed him on Instagram while she was busy establishing her dominance, and fans quickly noticed. A woman who values herself doesn't compete. She removes herself, no, she continued. Although there were no explicit tags, it was clear who she was referring to because it wasn't just Kimmi. Admirers were using virtual popcorn to read between the lines of her comments. When her sister joined the argument and made her stance clear by criticizing snakes in the grass and blogging about family devotion, fans immediately saw the connection. People took note of Kimmi's close. At home, things were looking very split, with loyalties becoming shaky and lines being formed. But just when we thought Kimmi was done, she hit the spot that hurt the most. Out here, friends were dragging Maurice, double-tapping remarks, and complimenting Kimmi on her resilience.
Honey, and before you get on social media, TV, YouTube, talking about what you think you know, maybe reach out to the people that you're about to talk about and ask maybe if it's true or not. Because it can land you in trouble when you speak of people that's not true.
You know what they're saying. While Maurice was occupied with damage management and downplaying the situation, Kimmi was out here moving quietly. At a high-profile event, she looked stunning, and when the red carpet interviews started, she didn't even bat an eye. Instead, she stated that she was all about concentrating on her objectives and going on without ringing up Maurice. The greatest way to handle retaliation is cold, and Kimmi delivered like a winter storm. It was sophisticated, but it was clear that she was now going in her direction. This is where things got really messed up. Using phrases like level up season and you don't lose a man, you lose a headache, Kimmi's close friends started posting hints on social media. The streets were alive with activity as followers hurried to spread the news that Kimmi was getting ready to serve Maurice with the subliminals as rumors started to leak that she was meeting with divorce lawyers on low blogs. Online, images of real paper DNS and SNS conversations allegedly showed Maurice as suspicious. The behavior of the messages indicated a recurring issue. Arguments made late at night and accusations that Maurice was too close to certain ladies. Kimmi didn't specifically deny or confirm the leaks, but she didn't have to because she was being praised and referred to as a boss for denying Maurice the opportunity to play her. Maurice had what was coming to him, according to some people. By now, he and the internet seemed ready to declare Kimmi the queen of the comeback, since Maurice was looking ridiculously guilty and his version of events was losing support from supporters. After taking the initiative, making her point, and leaving with a high profile, Kimmi dealt the ultimate blow by revealing a brand new business endeavor. And guess what came next? There was no mention of Maurice. Kimmi taking over her was the main focus of the announcement. Her fans cheered when she called it. Additionally, the time for the ultimate glow up was perfect. Kimmi made it clear that she wasn't looking back just as Maurice was still pretending to be innocent. And then the whiz started. Everyone was talking about what type of tea Kimmi may reveal, and there were rumors that she was ready to spill the beans. Among the tweets were phrases like Kimmi won, referring to her as the resurgence following Maurice's loss. Meanwhile, Maurice's standing as queen was deteriorating. After the hit, not even his fans spoke. The narrative shifted, and Kimmi took over, showing everyone what real power moves look like. Instead of publicly humiliating Maurice or raising her voice, she let her actions do the talking.
Around Martell and her, I didn't see their interactions. So I didn't see the she makes me feel this way or whatever, right? In that situation, I told Martell, bro, this is not it. Going forward, I'm not leaving the party because somebody is cheating. No, I'm not.
So do you come home and then call the person that's getting cheated on?
No, you'll never hear me call somebody and say, hey man, or hey lady, your guy's cheating on you.
I don't disagree. I'm not saying that you would.
Okay.
What I am saying is that you don't sit and be complicit in it as far as finishing out the evening. Because I wouldn't want the person that I'm friends with to think that I think this is okay. Even after the words come out of my mouth, your actions speak louder than words.
I believe that actions speak louder than words as well. And I don't know how many phone calls I've had with Melody and Martell about their situation.
I hear what you're saying, and it doesn't change my opinion.
Yeah, we're ready.
So where does this go? Is Maurice and Kimmi's marriage doomed? Or is this the final nail in the coffin? On the one hand, couples have bounced back from cheating scandals and worse, especially in the reality TV industry, where drama is practically guaranteed. Consent, Kimmi has been behaving like a lady who has done nothing wrong, and Maurice has already been persuaded to be guilty by the internet. In all honesty, the harm seems to be significant, even though Maurice might try to restore things by making an apology and exerting some sincere effort. You can't ignore the signs: playing games, unfollowing Maurice, deleting a few photos, and going out by herself with her own boss moves. And let's face it, public opinion matters. Maurice's reputation has taken a serious hit, and Kimmi's clapbacks have put her in a whole new predicament. While Maurice seems to be the stereotypical reality TV villain, enmeshed in falsehoods and denials, light supporters are standing by her side, characterizing her as strong, independent, and unconcerned. Would their relationship last even if they wanted to get back together? A dramatic reconciliation, perhaps. After flexing so hard on her own, the question is if Kimmi would want to come back and whether her fans would even accept it. What are your thoughts? Might occur, it might be a calculated action or true affection. It would get views either way. To ensure you don't miss a drop of this tea, believe me, it will only become hotter. Please leave your thoughts in the comments box. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell.